Throughout history, civilizations have risen and fallen, some leaving behind towering monuments and written records, while others vanished without a trace. Who were they? What secrets did they hold? And why did they disappear? Today, we journey into the heart of mystery. These are the lost civilizations, cultures once thriving, now shrouded in silence and forgotten by time. Their ruins whisper tales of grandeur, ingenuity, and inexplicable enigmas that continue to puzzle archaeologists and historians to this day. This is not just history. This is the search for the truth behind mankind's greatest unsolved mysteries. Long before the Maya or the Aztecs, an ancient people thrived in the Gulf Coast of present-day Mexico. Known as the Olmecs, their civilization flourished around 1200 BCE and is often considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica. Their most iconic legacy? Gigantic stone heads, some weighing up to 50 tons, sculpted with astounding precision. But here's the mystery. No one knows how these stones were transported without wheels or beasts of burden. The basalt used came from mountains over 80 kilometers away. Even more puzzling is their disappearance. Around 400 BCE, the Olmecs faded into obscurity. Why? There are no definitive records. Was it war, famine, a natural disaster? To this day, their writing system remains undeciphered, and the meaning of their colossal sculptures still unclear. In the river plains of modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, the Indus Valley civilization thrived over 4,000 years ago. Known for cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, it was one of the largest civilizations of the ancient world. The urban planning was unparalleled. Gridded streets, sophisticated drainage, and multi-story buildings. But here's the enigma. Despite their advanced society, the Indus script remains unreadable. Without translations, we know little of their beliefs, rulers, or history. And around 1900 BCE, their cities were abandoned. Theories suggest climate change or a shift in river patterns, but no conclusive evidence has emerged. A civilization so advanced, lost, silent, and still misunderstood. In the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey lies Göbekli Tepe, a site so ancient it predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. Built around 9600 BCE, it challenges everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization. Massive T-shaped pillars arranged in circles, carved with symbols of animals, serpents, and abstract forms. But here's what baffles archaeologists. These structures were built by hunter-gatherers. Or were they? How could a pre-agricultural society achieve such engineering feats? Even more mysterious is the fact that the site was deliberately buried after centuries of use. Who built it? Why did they bury it? And what was its true purpose? Göbekli Tepe forces us to reconsider the origins of religion, society, and civilization itself. In the arid deserts of Jordan, carved into red sandstone cliffs, lies the majestic city of Petra, capital of the Nabatean civilization. Flourishing around the 4th century BCE, the Nabateans were master traders and architects. Their water management systems were advanced, sustaining a population in one of the harshest climates on Earth. But who were they really? Their language was a mix of Arabic and Aramaic, yet much of their history is undocumented. By the time the Romans annexed Petra in 106 CE, the Nabateans seemed to fade away. And to this day, no one knows where their original homeland was or what led to their mysterious decline. Before Rome's grandeur, the Etruscans ruled central Italy. From the 8th to the 3rd century BCE, Their influence shaped early Roman culture, art, religion, even architecture. Yet, unlike the Romans, the Etruscans left no extensive written records. Their language, partly deciphered, remains obscure. We don't know their exact origin. Were they from Anatolia, indigenous to Italy, or migrants from the Aegean? Their decline came as Rome expanded, but unlike other conquered cultures, the Etruscans vanished almost completely. Why didn't their traditions survive in greater detail? An entire civilization, absorbed, erased, and enigmatic. The island of Crete was once home to the Minoan civilization, Europe's first advanced society. Between 2700 and 1450 BCE, they built complex palaces, developed a unique art style, and maintained a powerful naval presence. Their mythological connection, the story of Atlantis, as described by Plato, may have been inspired by the Minoans. Then, cataclysm struck. A massive volcanic eruption on nearby Thera, modern Santorini, around 1600 BCE, likely triggered a tsunami that devastated Minoan cities. But was this the sole cause of their downfall? Or were there invasions, internal strife, or disease? Their script, Linear A, remains undeciphered, and with it, the voice of a vibrant civilization is locked in silence. High in the cliffs of Colorado and across the deserts of the Southwest, the ancestral Puebloans, once called the Anasazi, built massive stone dwellings and intricate ceremonial sites. By 1300 CE, they had abandoned their cliff dwellings and great houses. Why? Theories range from prolonged droughts and crop failure to social upheaval or warfare. Yet the abruptness of their departure and the mystery of where many went still leaves researchers searching for answers. Their legacy lives on in modern Pueblo tribes, but much of their past remains clouded in mystery. In what is now northern Ethiopia and Eritrea, the kingdom of Aksum once commanded a vast empire, controlling trade between the Roman Empire and India. They minted their own coins, built monumental stelae, and were among the first major empires to adopt Christianity. But by the 8th century, Aksum declined. Islamic expansion cut off its trade routes, but the internal reasons for its disappearance are still debated. Its cities were gradually abandoned, and many structures remain unexcavated, buried beneath layers of time. A civilization that once rivaled Rome, now nearly forgotten. Around 1200 BCE, the ancient world faced a sudden collapse. Great empires, the Hittites, Mycenaeans, and even parts of Egypt, fell into chaos. The culprits? A mysterious confederation known only as the Sea Peoples. Little is known about them. They left no written records. What we know comes from Egyptian inscriptions, describing naval battles and the devastation of entire cities. Who were they? Some say displaced tribes. Others argue they were mercenaries or invaders from Europe or the Levant. Their exact origin and their fate remains one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. To the ancient Egyptians, the land of Punt was a source of gold, incense, ebony, and exotic animals. Descriptions date back to the 25th century BCE, but despite extensive references, no one has ever located Punt. Was it in modern Somalia, Eritrea, Yemen, even India? The precise location remains unknown. No ruins, no maps, and no records, only tantalizing hints carved into Egyptian temple walls. Punt is perhaps the greatest ghost civilization, known only through trade, yet lost to time. These civilizations remind us that history is not a straight line. It is a puzzle, scattered across time, waiting to be assembled. And for every ruin unearthed, 100 questions arise, questions with no answers, mysteries still unsolved. Yet in that silence lies a truth. Humanity is resilient, curious, and ever reaching into the past to understand its future. As long as we continue to search, the stories of these lost civilizations will never be truly forgotten.